Good morning and welcome to Paul Revere Innovation School's annual Field Day. And today we have not only our students, which is almost 500 of us, we also have a number of families who have joined us for today, as well as volunteers. All volunteers are in green shirts. Family Fun is part of a community effort that we are trying to incorporate here at the school to get more family and school connection. So we're encouraging families with younger children who are not yet school age to come and join us so that they can get the feel for what school is like and the fact that although you work hard in there, you have fun out here. So what we have in my background is the chicken dance going on with the kindergarten class, all 90 of them with their teachers and volunteers. And as you can see, DJ Steve up on the corner has been providing us with music since 9 o'clock this morning. As we look around, although it's not bright and sunny, it's a perfect day for field day. That way the kids don't get overheated. Nobody's crashing too far. We don't need any nurse assistance. We need nothing except fun, enjoyment, and a lot of smiles. And we have all of that. So joining us for the community is not only parents, but we have grandparents, aunts, younger siblings, cousins, and I actually have two volunteers coming that are alumni of this school and Revere High School who wanted to come back and keep servicing our school. Along with our parent volunteers, we are going to go and we're going to go take a look at what other activities we have, because this year it's a lot of fun going on to our field. And here we have our kindergarten class. Almost half of them up here, about 45 students, and they are doing the cha-cha slide. And sliding this way, we see volunteers, we see parents. Volunteers are in your bright green shirts, and we see a lot of wiggling going on, and I want to see more movement. I see a lot of cha-chas. Here they go. They're cha-chaing, they're cartwheeling, they're doing everything. A lot of movement. This is what we want for our kindergarten class. They're in school all day. They need time to get out and jump. And as you can hear, they can count. Here they go again. There they go again. And here we have a special occasion where we have fresh grilled food for everyone today, our staff, our students, and thanks to Mrs. Kelly, our wonderful principal, who I have been happy to work with for now 4 years.
Yes,
Yay! Her family has come to join us. So, Mrs. Kelly, what would you like to say about our wonderful day that we have going this year?
Well, first of all, Pauline, I want to thank you and your PTO staff. If it wasn't for Pauline keeping the PTO active as our president and going out and going to the community for the vendors like Bianchi Sausages, I want to do a call out to Bianchi Sausages. They really helped this field day, making it a true community event, supplying our teachers, our families and parents with things, as well as the school department, that we get to purchase food for our students, that everyone eats today at Field Day. Isn't it great?
It is.
That everybody has everything. They have watermelon, chips, hot dog, hamburg, sausages, peppers and onions, salads. So, and we have a great volunteer team. So thank you for coming. This is really important to us, that the school is a community. And you can see even our cooks and cafeteria workers are in red shirts, and everybody has their color shirt for the distinction of who they're working with. Pauline, again, I can't do this without you. So thank you and the PTO.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That was nice. So thank you, and we're now going to shoot to our cooks. So let's go over here, and I'm going to tap a shoulder. And sir, young man, welcome to Family Field Day at the lovely Paul Revere, and you are?
Kevin Kelly.
And why are you here, Kevin?
Supervising the hamburger and the sausage preparation.
And you're doing a wonderful job, and
Thank
how
you.
is everything going over here? It
Well,
smells delicious.
We had 2 hamburgers commit suicide, hamburger suicide. They jumped down inside the burger side.
That's okay, we won't tell anybody about that. And shooting over here too?
Art Vanderlei. I'm a marine biologist.
That is absolutely wonderful, and I'm sure everyone's going to be happy eating your marine biologist food. I think I've just lost my appetite. We're going to go around here and...
He's really an architect.
Excuse me? What was
He's
that?
really an architect.
Thank you for that bit of information. So going right around here, we're going to shoot to the other side where we have our salad bar. 2 volunteers here we have.
Benny Penta.
And Benny, why are you here today?
My sister told me to come here.
And you always listen to your sister.
Yes, I do. My older sister. Yes, I do.
Smart man. Well, thank you for coming. We couldn't do this without you guys. Every year you're here, on time, every time, ready for the grill. And I'd liked how you fired that grill up early enough to make sure it worked. And our last but not least,
Kevin Kelly.
and you. And these guys are having way too much fun. I think they've been sniffing too much smoke. And why are you here?
Came for a free cheeseburger and a hot dog.
Well, thank you, and enjoy that free cheeseburger and hot dog.
Thank you very much.
And so we're here on the dance floor, and we have two parent volunteers, and you are?
Wendy Guerrero.
I'm Kalinda Golia. And welcome, and thank you both for participating. You've both been participants before in many activities here, active in the PTO. We've had a wonderful day today. Not a whole lot of sun, which is just perfect. Any other thoughts that you'd like to share with the rest of Revere?
Encourage the parents to be involved with the kids in school. You can have fun too. At the same time, they're getting educated.
Thank you. That's awesome. And
have fun. We're having so much fun today, and the kids are having a great time, and it's great to be here. Thank you so much.
Well, thank both of you for being here, and we couldn't do it without you and you. Welcome to our wonderful field that we use for a lot of athletic activities, including today's field day. And in back of me, you're going to see the sack races. So we have teams, and they were sectioned off before they came out, so everybody knew where they were going and what they were doing. We have teams competing against each other, so maybe 8 or 9 kids per team. And it looks like they've had fun today. It looks like a perfect day for hopping, not wet, not dry, not too hot, not too cold, just right. So it looks to me as if these folks, which are grade 2 in the light green shirts, are having a wonderful time, as is our small learning group in the medium blue shirt. And it looks like they fit into the sack races. My question is, how are the 5th graders going to fit into those small sacks? Because most of the 5th graders are bigger than the vertically challenged me. So why don't you take a look in back of me. We have parent volunteers. In the pink shirt, we have Mr. Glazer, who is our music director, and he is with us full-time starting next year. As you can see, every teacher is involved in some aspect of this event, whether it's their class or another classroom. We have teachers, we have aides, we have paraprofessionals, parent volunteers, and again, community members that are here helping out. So in back of me, you'll see green volunteers, and in the light green shirts, you will see kids with sponges in one hand and water soaked, and they run from the bucket down to the container, squeeze it out. It's like a relay race with water. And here we have our obstacle course in back of me and a parachute over on the side. So the obstacle courses are cones that are put up. The kids weave in and out of them as they would any other obstacle course, and come back, jump through the hula hoops. So it's kind of like that war thing where you have to run through the tires and then back again. So it's kind of like it's a fun activity, because this is something they also do in gym class. And here we have in back of me the parachute, which is manned by both staff and by parents. And if you'll notice, the kids, they're going to be putting the parachute up in the air, flagging it up and down, and they have a chance to play cat and mouse, which is where they put it up in the air, they run underneath it to become the cat and mouse chase. So if you'll see them, you see some people, some of the kids going underneath, and some of the parents trying to hang on to that parachute and stuff as well. It's a good thing that it is not very, very windy out today, and so nobody goes airborne. On the other side of me, you'll see that we have bouncy houses set up through Primetime Party Zone. Thank you for partnering with us this year. But this year we have a special treat from the Revere High School Robotics Club, and you are?
I'm Sam. And I'm Kelsey.
And welcome. And none of us were aware that this even was going on. And I know that some of the kids here have had a little introduction to some engineering principles, but what exactly is the Robotics Club all about, and how did it get formed, and how long has it been there?
All right. Well, the robotics team is called the Neutrons team. We work mainly out of Northeastern University in a lab. We work with mentors that are college students, and they teach us science, technology, and engineering, and math. And we create these wonderful robots back here. And we're just trying to learn and create new things, and we're also trying to spread STEM awareness and get people involved. And we're trying to get the community involved as well.
Well, that's excellent. And how about, when did this all start?
So, I'm not sure when exactly the team formed, but Revere High School started participating in it just like a few years back. And it's been going really great so far.
And how many people are involved in your particular club that you have up at the high school?
So how many? Probably maybe 20 kids involved from Revere High School, and there's also some other schools around Boston that participate too.
Okay, excellent. So why don't you take a look in the background and explain to our viewers what's going on?
All right, sure.
All right, well, over there we have our frisbee shooting robot. It shoots frisbees, and this one shoots exercise balls. And yeah, we're just trying to get the children involved. We're trying to get them to go around and drive the robot, and trying to get them to shoot, and trying to get them just to interact with it.
So what's with the frisbees? Explain all of that, because I just see them flying.
Yeah, so we built our frisbee robot for a certain game just a few years ago back. So the frisbees were supposed to be shot into a goal, and we would rack up points, and we'd verse other teams. And that's what we usually do with all the robots we build. We compete in competitions with kids from all across the country.
Okay, so you have people that are involved in this piece of it, and then we have people that are using the controls as well. So do you switch off with that, or do you take turns, or are there certain people that are just doing this piece versus the hands-on, or how does that all work?
Well, today we're kind of switching off. We're trying to talk to the kids, and we're also trying to teach them how to use and control the robot. But at competitions, we usually have a team that controls it and participates. But we all kind of do our part.
Okay, so you'd have 2 of you on the field, 2 of you at the controls, and that's how your team is built. Absolutely wonderful. We have Mayor Dan Rizzo, Mayor of Revere. Welcome to the Paul Revere from all of us at the Paul Revere School, myself as PTO Chair, and Mrs. Kelly, our principal. Welcome, and what do you think of our spread?
I mean, it's really spectacular. You know, the weather's on your side, so you've got the sun out here, and kids all seem to be enjoying themselves. It's an exciting time for the kids. You know, it's the end of the year, and obviously, you know, when they get a chance to spend time outside the classroom and out here running around, it's always a good thing. So, you know, you guys have done a tremendous job, the PTO and Ms. Kelly, in, you know, putting together. It just seems so organized. You know, it's hard. You know, I was just talking to one of the other parents who said this, you know, you're cooking for 600 people, and that's no easy task. So, you know, to see it as well run and well organized as it is really remarkable.
Well, thank you. And we start planning for next year's tomorrow morning. So we will start taking it apart and figuring out what worked, what didn't work, what we can do better, what we can do differently, but certainly having the PTO involvement that we have. It's a small but a strong PTO. We do cherish our administrators and our teachers here. We love our students, and we try to show them that through all the hard work that they've done all year in the building has paid off, and they can come and enjoy their afternoon here and be outside with the fresh air and active.
Yeah. Well, you know, again, I mean, I couldn't be more proud of our entire school department. As you know, Revere High School was just voted #1 in the nation by the National Center for Urban School Transformation, and that's really incredible when you think about, you know, probably over 3,000 high schools that were in the running across the country, and Revere to finish #1 is just such a great testament to the hard work. Not only the hard work that they do at the high school level, but obviously there's the work that's done at the elementary school level and then into middle school that produces such good results in the high school. So we really have, right from the earliest ages, you know, pre-K, kindergarten, all the way up through high school, we have, I believe, and I always have believed, some of the best teachers, administrators. You know, certainly Dr. Dakin has done a terrific job as, you know, superintendent. I mean, voted again #1 superintendent by the National Association of Superintendents for 2013. So it just sends such a strong signal to families that want to either continue to stay rooted in Revere or those families looking to invest in Revere to know that their kids are going to get a great education.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree with you more. I have been so proud to be a parent here. My children, I have two that are in 5th grade moving on to middle school. I still have one that's in 3rd grade. And the education, the time and effort that's been put into them by their teachers, all of their teachers, has just been incredible. But you're absolutely right, sending that message from the elementary level up through middle, up through high school, when you form that strong bond at the very, very beginning, at the outset of their education experience, I think you can only get positive results if it's maintained all the way through.
That's right, and we've been fortunate as a community and as a school district to be able to have that flow right through. So, we're going to continue to do all we can as an administration to support the efforts of the school department. And it's really, I have to say, it's not only great for the kids to be able to get out here and the parents. It's great for me to be out here because I'm outside my office enjoying all these great festivities. So thanks so much for inviting me down here.
Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule. We're glad that the rain has held off, at least until 3 o'clock, until we're done. And anytime you want to drop by, you're always welcome at the Paul Revere. We'd love to have you.
Always my pleasure. Thank you.
Well, thank you all for joining us. We've had a wonderful time with grades K1 and 2. Grades 3, 4, and 5 will be out shortly to start it all up again. So thank you, and we'll see you next year.